Before we get into today's video, I'd like to take a second to thank our sponsors of the channel and to give you guys access to some amazing discounts from them. If you guys are looking for a custom bolt action rifle for your hunting and long distance shooting needs, look no further than Kota Precision. I myself got a 22 Creedmoor with a custom carbon fiber MDT chassis and a 18-inch carbon fiber proof barrel. Pairing that with a super light trigger and a 70-degree bolt, this thing is an absolute showstopper. If you guys are interested in Kota Precision, use code TRD10 to save yourself 10% off your entire order at checkout. What's going on, everybody? Sage here from the Running Down YouTube channel. I am joined today here with my good buddies Wills and Savannah from W Squared Outfitters. And today, as you can kind of see behind me, we have some new scopes, guys. So a new company called Zentron had reached out to Wills and myself and sent us a couple of they're called their Q50s. So what they are is they're 50 millimeter lenses, nice large lens on there, by 640 resolution. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you, since this is a brand new thermal company, no one's heard about them, and apparently we're like the first creators to have these scopes. So what I'm going to do is we're going to shoot over to the house real quick. I'm going to do a little bit of an unboxing video just so you guys can see what is going to come in the box if you decide that you want to purchase a Zentron. If we do a good job on the video, please let me know as well. The DNT HS650 is probably the closest 640 scope that we can compare this scope to size-wise. I don't know about how it looks, if it's the most compatible, but size-wise is what we're going to go for. You know, companies are coming out with heavy scopes, 3-pound scopes. And not to say that they're not amazing scopes, but sometimes when you have small builds, so I have a 10-inch 300 blackout, sometimes I want to run a really small scope because I want it to be a lightweight run and gun kind of setup. So we're going to shoot over the house real quick. We're going to do a little unboxing video so you guys can see what comes in the box, and then we are going to shoot back over to the field. We are at the house, and I just got the Zentron Q50 in from Zentron. Sent me a couple pretty cool little patches, and as well as the production catalog in the box. So thank you, Zentron, for sending me this stuff. We're just going to do a quick little unboxing video for you guys just so you know what's going on and what kind of comes in the box itself. Put that off to the side. All right. So, very nice leather pouch right here. Comes with a little sling if you guys are interested in that. We'll put this box off to the side. Okay, so Zentron USA. Pretty nice soft case here. All right, so you have a little quick start guide. Very cool. And then it looks like the manual. So we'll look through that in a little bit. Just tells you everything about the scope. And now we'll get to the good stuff. So I guess we'll just kind of dive into this thing. So obviously I want to look at the scope first. So wow, that's a very small scope. You can kind of see this is my hand. I mean, I don't have an abnormally large hand, but I mean, it's the size of my palm, which is pretty crazy because it's a 50 mil by 640 scope. So that's kind of crazy, kind of impressive. Little battery port. Okay, not bad. We'll get into this scope here in a second. I'm just going to set this bad boy off to the side, go through the rest of the box. So it looks like it comes with a charger. It looks like a very nice charger too. A little screen on there. That'll be cool. And then some batteries. So I read in the manual that this is taking 18 350s instead of 18 650s. These look about the size of 1, 2, 3 batteries, but supposedly it gets about 6 hours of runtime on 2 of these. So we're going to test that out in the field and definitely see what that's like. See if the battery runtime is as accurate as it said online. Comes with a little eye cup, very nice, and then a little plug charger. So cool. And then it looks like up here, okay, we have cleaning cloth. Looks like a mount. Okay, that'll be something that I'm interested in seeing, because mounts are a big thing for me. I like to make sure that my mounts are really solid, so we'll definitely look into that. Charging cable, very nice. Another charging cable. And then a big Allen key. Okay, so put that off to the side one more time, and I guess just kind of go through the first impressions of the scope. Again, guys, this is a very, very small unit. I mean, it fits in my hand, so that's kind of just crazy how small it is. It is a 50 by 640 scope. Buttons seem nice, a little squishy, which I like a little bit more solid buttons, but you know, they could be really nice in the field. So I think overall I'm impressed by the size. That's crazy. The real test is going to be taking it in the field and putting it under some harsh conditions and seeing how it performs. But let's get back to the video. All right, guys, now that you got to see that kind of unboxing video, what kind of comes in the package for the Zentron Q50, I'm going to do a little bit of a weight comparison. So I have the Zentron Q50 with me, with the mount that it comes in the box. And then I have the DNT HS650. So again, this is their 50 by 640 unit, no LRF, so should be different. Now, I mean, the DNT does come with an 18650 battery in it. These come with two 18350s, so there is going to be a little bit of a weight difference, but again, I'm going to measure the weight on how much each of these weigh compared to, you know, just a normal scope. So got my little scale over here. So first we are going to put the DNT Hydra HS650 on top. So it comes out to a pound, 6.2 ounces. So again, that 18650 is going to be a little bit heavier than these two 18350s, but every little bit of weight counts. And now, again, back to zero, as you guys can see, and we are going to put this on there now. So 1 pound, 5.4 ounces. So what is that? It's almost about 10 ounces lighter just right out of the box. And again, I haven't changed anything with these scopes. I did accidentally break the end cap on the Hydra, but again, it's just a plastic end cap that might add an ounce or two.
And that one has the mount already on it.
Yeah, and this one already has everything on it. So again, guys, about 10 ounces lighter. If weight is a big thing that you guys are kind of going for, you're wanting to run the lightest setup, a small setup, this is actually going to be lightest compared to the DNT. I do like with the DNT that the mount is kind of hidden under the scope, so that is kind of nice. This mount is kind of out and forward, so, you know, I guess it's kind of personal preference at that point. But I will say, so if I put them side by side, you can kind of see they're almost the same side. The DNT is a little bit longer. Now, I mean, of course, you can put the eye cups on there and that'll make them longer as well, but you guys can kind of see just a tad bit longer. Again, guys, this is going to be smaller than the DNT, which is kind of impressive because when I got that DNT, I was like, holy cow, this is the smallest scope I've ever seen. So they've already knocked it out of the park with weight and size. So I think what we're going to do is Will's actually got to be able to take this scope out and shoot a bunch of pigs with it. So we're going to run some footage of that throughout the video so you guys can kind of see what it looks like in action. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to mount these two bad boys side by side. If you guys have seen my DNT video where I compare this one versus the LRF version, I built like a little 2x4. Thank you, Will. So my little makeshift 2x4. So what I did is I put an Arca rail mount on the bottom, and then I screwed in two pick rails. That way I can put these scopes exactly side by side, exact same conditions. It's a little bit darker out here, which is what I wanted to do for you guys. And then that way you guys can see exactly from 50 to 100 to 150 to 200 yards what these scopes can do and how they look side by side. So then you guys can decide on which scope that you would like to get. So I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna set these bad boys up. I might get Wills or Savannah to just run out into the field and jump around like Cameron did in the last video, just so you guys can see the difference between the two.
So to start us off, we are out at 50 yards. We are looking obviously with the DNT and the Zentron. You can see that there is a difference between the two, so I will let you guys know that the DNT is a sub 18 millikelvin scope and the Zentron is a sub 20 millikelvin scope. So basically that means that the DNT can pick up the difference in heat between trees and actual live animals a little bit better than the Zentron can. But as you guys can see, the Zentron is picking up detail in the grass and the trees and certain things a lot better than the DNT is. Now Wills is out to 100 yards and you guys can see a little bit of a difference as well between the two still. And now Wills is out to 150 yards. I will say that both scopes are looking very good in their own way. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And then lastly, we're just going to switch it over to black hot just because I think sometimes certain scopes can perform better in black hot. So this is what it kind of looks like with black hot through both scopes.
All right, guys, so now that you kind of seen the difference, I'm going to throw up some footage of Wills using the Zentron Q50. Him and Savannah and our buddy went out the other night and got to get into some big groups of pigs using this scope. And I think they killed like, how many pigs did y'all kill?
5.
They killed like, I don't even know, 15 pigs. I'm not very good with fast math, but something like that. So we're going to throw that up real quick, and then that way you guys can kind of see that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's video. This will not be the last time we do anything with Zentron. We are going to get a couple more of their units, some of their LRF. They're coming out with a helmet unit, which I will be doing a comparing video with the iRay RH25 and my Rix Stride ST6 Lite. So keep stay tuned for that video as well. We got bugs flying everywhere right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. Go give W Squared a follow as well. Great people. They always help me out with these videos. So go give them some love. And I will see you guys on the next one. Go run them down.